Kelly Marie Tran speaks out for the first time since racist attacks.
Ooh, racism
This is
already.
this is what it is to grow up a person of color in a white-dominated world.
Ooh, racist.
The Star Wars actress wrote. Kelly Marie Tran is speaking out for the first time since she wiped her Instagram account in June after months of racist and sexist online harassment. Their words seem to confirm what growing up as a woman and a person of color already taught me.
Ooh,
That I belonged in
2%.
margins and spaces, only valid as a minor character in their lives and stories. Trans wrote in an essay for the New York Times published Tuesday. Those words awakened something deep inside me, a feeling I thought I had grown out of.
Ooh,
Their
deeper
words
feels,
reinforced
that's
a
2 cents.
narrative I had heard my whole life, that I was other, that I didn't belong, that I wasn't good enough, simply because I wasn't like them.
Ooh, that's 4
And that
cents.
feeling, I realize now, was and is shame. A shame for the things that made me different. A shame for the culture from which I came from. Tran, who played Rose Tico in Star Wars The Last Jedi, is the first woman of color to play a leading role in a Star Wars movie. No,
Ooh,
she's
wow,
not
another Sam.
playing a leading role. She is playing a supporting role. Let's all get that straight. After the film was released in December, the actress received an onslaught of online attacks, including someone changing a Star Wars-oriented Wikipedia website to include a racist description of her character.
Ooh, bring
Ching
in
Chong
Wikipedia.
Wing Tong is a dumbass fucking character Disney made as a stupid, autistic, and retarded love interest for Finn. She better die in the coma because she is a dumbass bitch.
Ooh, death
Now,
phrase, -1.
This, and they have her homeworld as Ching Chong China. She's Vietnamese, not Chinese. She was born in Ching Chong. Completely unacceptable. I mean, that is completely unacceptable.
Unacceptable, -2.
But it is typical online bullying and online harassment, and we all get it day to day. If you don't get this kind of online harassment, then, well, you're not doing something right.
Ooh, +2
So,
for being
I'm going to
honest.
continue going. The actress added that all the racist attacks reinforced microaggressions
Ooh,
she and her
microaggressions,
family
+1.
have faced that led them to do things such as changing their names so it was easier for others to pronounce,
Ooh,
or
a name
stop
change,
speaking
that's +2.
Vietnamese as a kid because she didn't want to be teased. Actually, speaking 2 languages is actually awesome. I wouldn't have changed
Not
anything.
recognizing speaking 2 languages is
It
awesome,
sounds like a
+1.
self-esteem issue, personally, in my personal view, because you're worried about what everybody else thinks.
Ooh, +2 for the commentator being honest.
It's not, your worth is not what everybody else thinks about you. Your worth is what you think about yourself. I understand that words hurt, and people have been bullied from school, whether it's verbal abuse, whether it's internet abuse, whether it's physical abuse. All right, there are bullies everywhere, and I do mean everywhere, especially on the internet. If you're going to have anything on the internet, you just can expect to be bullied.
Internet
I
bullying
have
every
this.
day,
I have
+1.
this YouTube channel right here, and people try to bully all the time, and it doesn't work on me. The reason it does not work on me, I don't allow it to. These people don't know me. I am a great person. I try to do what's right.
This guy
And
sounds
yes,
like an
I
awesome
do
man.
have strong opinions, and I'm not afraid to put them out there. So it sounds like you have a self-esteem issue, and rightfully so, but still, there are other things that you could do in order to knock that self-esteem issue out. Realize that you are a young, beautiful girl that is very talented and is an actress and got a role in a Star Wars movie. No matter if it was The Last Jedi and it sucked, there's plenty of people
Ooh,
that
+1
would
for the Jedi second.
die to be in a Star Wars movie. I can guarantee you're going to be better in Episode 9. But always remember that. No matter what somebody tells you, you are extremely beautiful. I have seen interview after interview with you, and you are always bubbly, nice, kind, and everything else. And I can guarantee you that I wasn't one of the ones that was online bullying anybody. I can also pretty much guarantee that the rest of the people watching this channel were not the ones online bullying anybody. So I'm going to continue on because this article here is pretty interesting. And for a long time, I believed them. I believed those words, those stories, carefully crafted by a society that was built to uphold the power of one type of person, one sex, one skin tone, one existence. That's racist and sexist. Tran, 29, wrote that these attacks made her regress to a time when she was really believed she only existed in the background of other people's stories, whether it was doing their nails, diagnosing their illness, supporting their love interest, and perhaps the most damaging, waiting for them to rescue me. Okay, this is all symptoms of someone who has low self-esteem. Could that be brought upon from everybody saying this and everybody saying that? Yes, it can. And people are going to be down below, well, you didn't grow up as a woman of color, you didn't do it. All right, look, I grew up as a Cherokee Indian.
Oh, +1.
I am not racist at all. And I don't allow myself to be bullied. I can take up for myself. I am mentally strong enough to not worry about it. I know who I am. I know what I can do. And to be honest with you, I like the person I am. I wish I could speak 2 languages like Kelly Marie Tran. That would be great. Well, I can speak 2 languages. One of them's Klingon, and that really doesn't even count as a language anymore.
Oh.
So it was then that I realized that I had been lied to. This is what it is to grow up as a person of color in a white-dominated world.
Oh, that's racist.
This is what it is to be a woman in a society that has taught its daughters that we are only worthy of love if we are deemed attractive by its sons.
Oh, virtue signaling.
That's not true either. This is the world I grew up in, but not the world I want to leave behind.
Ooh,
She summed up her essay on a powerful note, writing, "You might know me as Kelly. I'm the first woman of color to have a leading role in a Star Wars movie.
Ooh,
You're a supporting role. I am the first Asian woman to appear on the cover of Vanity Fair." Probably
not true either.
My real name is Loanne, and I am just getting started. I think that's great. I don't agree with bullying. I don't agree. I wish she would release the names or screen captures of the people that were doing the bullying, because I can guarantee you we would put them on full blast. But to come out and specifically be sexist and racist about, your essay that you put out. And if you say you can't be racist towards white people,
ooh, that's racist.
Well, then you're ignorant. You can be racist towards any color person. And I can't help the fact that the majority of the planet is white. I didn't make people. They're not, all from the same person. And the fact that the majority of the people on this planet are white,
ooh, I think you meant
it's pretty much a moot point. Pretty much a moot point. The fact that you are a woman, just not a strong one. Not yet.
Ooh, +1.
You need to learn to be. Do I think it was right what happened? No, absolutely not. Do I think it's right what a lot of people said? No, I absolutely do not. Was Rose Tico one of my favorite characters? Hell no.
Ooh,
Rose Tico was a horrible character in The Last Jedi, but The Last Jedi was a terrible movie.
Ooh,
Rose Tico was a horrible character. Kelly Marie Tran is not a horrible character. She's an actual person. These people that can't distinguish between characters and people are the kind of sociopaths that do this kind of stuff. Keyboard warriors. Take the keyboard out of it, put their ass in front of a camera, and see what they say.
Ooh, +1 for keyboards.
Guarantee they'll be silent. I'm Craig. This is my point of view on Kelly Marie Tran's article. You wanted it? Well, by God, you got it. I'm Craig. Reviews for you. I support Kelly Marie Tran. I don't support the racist comments. I also don't support the sexist comments in there. So
that's sexist.
You know, I'm going to get into another article here because I'm going to go directly to the one that I looked at earlier today, because the mainstream media, yeah, that's right, I said it. The mainstream media is turning this around to where it is, because this is what the left does. Anything to fit their freaking narrative, this is what the left does.
+1 for narrative.
Let's see. After Tran left social media last year, The Last Jedi director Rian Johnson.
Ooh, +7.
And Tran's co-stars Mark Hamill and John Boyega.
Bing, bing.
Were among those that came to her defense. Tran, who was born in America, is the daughter of Vietnamese refugees. Says she grew up feeling like she didn't belong because she was different. There's lots of people that grow up feeling like they don't belong because they're different. Lots. And I do mean lots.
Forced diversity.
So I want to live in a world where children of color don't spend their entire adolescence wishing to be white.
Ooh, that's racist.
I want to live in a world where women are not subjected to scrutiny for their appearance or their actions or their general existence.
+1 for feminism.
I want to live in a world where people of all races, religions, socioeconomic classes, sexual orientations, gender identities, and abilities are seen as what they have always been seen, which is always been human beings. She concluded, "You might know me as Kelly. I'm the first woman of color to have a leading role in Star Wars." Now we get down to the comments back down here, and in the comments down here, unfortunately, the USA will never be a nation to usher in equal rights for all. USA will be the last nation to do so, and only because the world will be holding a gun to America's head. I can't wait for that day. I can't wait to see all these racist white pricks ground under the heels of multiculturalism and forced to live in a cultural mosaic society, not the backwards melting pot. Let me tell you something, you fuckers.
Ooh, +1.
We're done with it. We're tired of it. Period.
+1 for being fed up.
You think you can't be racist towards white people? You can. That's fucking racist. If you don't think that's racist, then you're a fucking idiot. I'm just letting you know that now. You're a fucking idiot. Patrick says, Rose was one of my favorite characters in The Last Jedi, which I consider to be the best Star Wars film since The Empire Strikes Back. The abuse that Ms. Tran endured says a lot about one of the ugliest sections of society and about the very, very negative aspects of the internet. I have news for you, dude.
+1.
The internet is a rough-ass place, and if you don't have tough skin, you're not going to survive on the internet. Period. People are attacked daily. And I do mean daily. Death threats, plenty of them. And over what? Over a point of view. All right? People ask my opinion. People ask my point of view. I give my opinion. I give my point of view. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, great. It's fine for you to have an opinion all your own. But people ask for mine. And here it is. If you want to give your opinion, by all means, grab a camera, get in front of it, and throw your face out there, Mr. Keyboard Warrior.
Ooh, +1
right,
for keyboard.
so here's what Ben has to say. Ben says, Dear Kelly Marie, I'm one of those guys who didn't like The Last Jedi and your character in that movie. The reasons for that are surprisingly complex. The story and direction sucked because the tone was wrong and there was too little... Wow, I'm not even going to say that. Too little to the screenplay. There was too little chemistry between you and Finn, and maybe also because it was underwritten. The cinematography made your skin tone look very yellowish, which wasn't very sexy. Just like the odd haircut and tomboyish behavior of the character. Humans associate illness or poison with the colors yellow and green. It's hardwired in our nature.
Yellow and green,
Not
just
so
like
sure about that, but, you know, my sister was born with jaundice and she was yellow for a long time. To get emotionally invested with overweight tomboys is not easy. especially if they are just odd supporting characters without much significance for the story.
+2.
Now, in the pictures in Variety, you look gorgeous, like a different person. You look beautiful, feminine, and interesting. Everything your character was not in The Last Jedi. I'm 100% convinced that many people would have reacted differently if your character would have been presented more like this.
Can do it for Kathleen Kennedy, +10.
I would recommend the producers to construct an ugly duckling becomes a beautiful swan narrative around your character. Then the perception could be changed. People all over the world, in all cultures, love that shit. And please, try a new director, screenwriter, and cinematographer. Kelly, it wasn't your fault and had nothing to do with your acting or ethnicity. Don't take it personal and move on to better parts. I will see you in the next video. I am out of here.
Total Sin Counter.